How's it going, everybody? My name is Brian Scott. I'm from Venice Beach, California, and today I'm going to show you the brand new Yamaha DD 65 digital drum set. Basically, this is going to be the predecessor to the original DD 55. The DD 55 will no longer exist. The DD 65 is going to be the new unit that will be available. As a drummer, basically, the big differences that I noticed about the 65 as soon as I got it was, first and foremost, underneath the unit, they've now included 3 ports. So you can actually fit a snare stand in the bottom of the DD 65. Whereas on the 55, you had just a basic stand, a stand that was made specifically for the 55. Now, any snare drum stand will work. Also, they've moved the pads around and they've raised them. On the original 55, the hi-hat pad was in the center and all the pads were basically the same height. What they've done now is they've taken the hi-hat pad, they've raised it and moved it over to the left. So now, when you actually play, it actually feels like you're playing drums. So they've created it to feel a lot more comfortable for a drummer to sit down and start playing. Same thing with the cymbal pads. As you'll notice, the cymbal pads have been raised and angled back. So when you play the cymbals, it actually feels like you're playing real cymbals on an actual drum set. So, for instance, on the right cymbal, it feels like I'm actually playing a ride. It doesn't feel like I'm playing on a tabletop. The angle of it is very comfortable. The pads are a lot stronger, they're a lot more solid, so overall the feel was the first difference I noticed. This is going to be made for something that, not just for the beginner anymore. It's really focused on being something for a gigging drummer to go out and play on. Something that they're going to be offering also is an upgrade option. As you see here, we are offering an option with a KP65 bass drum tower, an HH65 hi-hat controller, bass drum pedal, and a snare stand. So that's the first time that Yamaha is going to be offering an upgraded option. So you'll have 2 options with the 65. You'll have the basic 65 setup with 2 basic pedals that were similar to what was on the 55, but now we'll be offering an upgraded package. With this type of setup, a gigging drummer would have no problem putting this in a bag, jumping in the car, going to a small jazz gig, coffee house gig, things like that. You'll also notice that there's a hand percussion feature. All you have to do is hit one button, and now you have a full set of hand percussion. So that was something that the 55 offered as well, but what they've done now on the 65 is they're actually including more percussion sounds now. There's not just going to be bongos and congas anymore. There's also timbales, and of course, in case you lose the sticks on a gig, now you have actual drum set sounds that you can play with your hands. So now it's not just going to be bongos and congas that you can play with your hands. It's all these different types of percussion. And then all you have to do is hit one button and it goes right back to the basic drums. Some more upgrades that the 65 is offering that the 55 didn't have. As you'll notice, all the inputs are on the back of the unit now. On the 55, your inputs were on the left and the right. Basically, this gives you more of a streamlined approach. It's a lot easier to find the inputs. Also, MIDI in and out now. On the 55, you only have the out. So now you can actually use this as a MIDI controller. You have in and out, which is great for recording. Also, you have an auxiliary input now. There's 100 preset songs on board when you get it out of the box, with 5 open user songs, which means you could record yourself playing along to a basic song, or you can actually import your own songs. Now, with the auxiliary input on top of those songs, you can actually plug in an MP3 player, play along to favorite songs, whatever you want to do. So, just to give you a quick example of some of the songs that are in here, there's almost 100 different patterns that you can play to. All you do is hit the start button. It will give you a 4 count in. Now, as you'll notice, there is a drum track playing. And for the beginner, that's great, because you can actually have a reference to follow along to. But if you want, you can go in and actually mute the drum part. Hit the click button, and now your metronome is there, and you play right along. So that gives you an example of what you can do as far as the backing tracks that are available. 100 different songs you can play along with. Now, you also have 50 drum sets on board, different types of sounds. You have techno sounds, you have basic acoustic drum sounds. They've actually sampled from the Yamaha acoustic drum line for this product. So now, you have actual Yamaha acoustic drum samples. On top of that, you know, you have weird off-the-wall type of sounds. So this shows you some of the different sounds you have available. So 50 kits on board. On top of that, you have 3 open user kits where you can actually assign any one of the 230 voices that are available. So for instance, I play double bass. So what I did was I went in, the thing I was always bummed about with the 55 was they didn't have a double bass kit. So now what I did is I went in and I took the left hi-hat pedal and I made it a bass drum. So now I can play double bass. So that just gives you an example. You can go in and you can customize from any of the sounds that you have available. You can make any of the pads sound however you want. A left-handed drummer could switch all the sounds around and be able to play left-handed now. So that's just another one of the great options that the 65 is offering. There's really a lot of upgrades that they've done with the 65. It's not going to be just based for Christmas gifts anymore. It's not going to be just like a first-time drum set for a beginner. Obviously, it would be great for a beginner, but now, with the DD65, Yamaha is really focused on bringing it up to a whole new level of customer.
Hello.
Hi there, my name is Udo Grössel and I would like to present you the new Yamaha DD65. This digital drum is the perfect solution for those drummers and percussionists who do not have enough space for an acoustic drum kit or are not allowed to make big noise at home. It is compact, all-in-one, including sticks, and can be played comfortably through headphones. Also for home recording on PC and as an additional sound source for acoustic drums, it is a perfect expansion. The DD65 offers a wide range of possibilities for your drumming. Let me play something. The DD65 offers 8 touch-sensitive drum pads, which are positioned in a way you would expect on an acoustic drum set. You got a snare pad, then 3 pads for the toms, 1 for the hi-hat, 2 crash cymbals, and a ride. In addition to this, you have a pedal for the kick drum and 1 for the hi-hat, which acts together with the hi-hat pad in a perfect and expressive way. 50 different drum and percussion sets are pre-programmed, covering a wide range of musical styles. Let's check out some of them. First, I play a hip-hop shuffle. Next, a techno style. And some Indian chill-out sounds. And finally, a funk groove. As you may have noticed, the very important ghost notes came across very well. This expressive playing is possible through the touch sensitivity function, which you can set at 3 levels. The custom set function allows you to save and store up to 3 of your favorite drum set configurations. One of my favorite custom sets sounds like this. The DD65 contains 100 songs in different musical styles. You can mute the drums in every song to play along by yourself. Let me demonstrate that. And now muted. And back again. The playback can be muted if you want to listen to the drum groove separately or if you want to analyze it. Also this I want to show. The possibility to slow down the pattern tempo is almost perfect for practicing your grooves. The integrated repeat function allows you to rehearse difficult phrases. Another very interesting way to play the DD65 is the hand percussion function. The sensitivity of the pads will be adjusted for playing it with your hands. Further on, a Latin percussion set will be activated automatically. And that sounds like this.
Über den AUX-Eingang auf der Rückseite des Gerätes kann man ganz leicht einen
Connect your CD, MD or MP3 player through the aux-in jack to the DD65 and play along to your favorite tunes.
aktuellen Drumschule oder Zeitschrift beiliegen.
And recording drum tracks for your home recording is quite easy using the integrated MIDI interface. Well, if you mind checking out the DD65 by yourself, go and see your next Yamaha dealer or visit our website at www.yamaha-europe.com. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention. Enjoy the DD65.